Hey, Connor, how's LA? Hey, Connor, LA's been pretty freaking good. I'm not gonna lie. Like, the weather's great, and I'm vibing, and I've been loving it out here so far.
I'm still here in Utah, probably. Shout out Utah gang. I've been here.
So that's great. I'm glad to hear LA's that way. Hey, Zach, how's life?
It's probably all right. I don't know. I'm still out here, bro. Life's been the exact same. Nothing's changed. We're still vibing.
Glad to hear it.
What is happening?
I'm talking to this. So, what's the team at? Oh God,
God.
What's the team at?
Oh God, what's the team at?
Zach, do we tell them?
The team is conceivingly good. All right. Back in the past, if you would have told me, what are we at? 5-3.
Connor,
We're
5-3, but we're being outscored by or we're being outgained by 669 yards.
Bro, we're 5-3. It's one of the craziest things you've ever seen. I want to die every single week. I want to literally die watching this
Connor,
team, and we're 5-3.
In week 1, you gave up hope, and it was awesome. And then week 2 came and gave you hope again, and then week 3 did that too. And then just know the Texans game happened.
Bro, I just want you to know. In week 1 we lost by 30 points. We won 2 games after that. And then in week 4 to the Texans, we lost by 30 points again, bro.
Yep,
you know what that does to you? You know what that does to you as a fan? I can't do it. I can't.
I almost went to that
do
game
it.
too. Could you imagine what my mental state would be if I went to that game?
Oh God.
That's a good thing, right? Is it a good thing?
Oh God, I can't tell.
It's a good thing. It's not a good thing, Connor. It's not a good thing at all. I'm happy that we're there, or I'm really disappointed. There's no way I'm in the middle here.
You're disappointed how we got there. That's for sure.
Yeah, because Matt Canada still has a job, and this team is not fun. It's not okay. Zach and Connor, just watch the preseason and then don't watch anything else.
Just have fun for those 3 weeks and never watch again.
Well, thanks for the check-in, boys. Now, futures Zach intro. We just had it. We just had
A
come in.
9-week early intro.
To be completely honest with you, I wasn't listening to a thing you just said.
My leg looks like Picasso. see, God damn it. Have you?
I think you know the answer.
You. Oh my God. This man, he needs to be studied in a lab.
I can explain everything.
No, he can't.
I can explain.
There is no shot.
The Lakers.
I'm not going to let you choose the Lakers.
Damn
Pick
it.
something else. We made such a mess. I am a casual.
We are mega casuals. I won't lie, I do kind of miss. Welcome back to the Mega Casuals podcast, guys. I do kind of miss the cold opens occasionally, but I also love the chaos that ensues when we don't have anything planned for a cold open and we just have to see how we're going to get to the intro.
Yeah, it's a fun little adventure every week, but
Don't want to brag or jinx anything, but Zach and I are now at 2 weeks in a row, which I think is tying for the podcast record since we've changed things up. Is that right, Zach?
yeah, it's terrible, bro. Sorry, boys.
Such a
I haven't
painful
worn this
thing.
hat in a while.
Happy Halloween to everybody, and now officially Merry Christmas, because that's just kind of how the world operates. Zach, are you a Christmas starts November 1 person, or how do you work?
I don't really know. I kind of just go with whatever happens around me. I don't ever progressively celebrate anything. If that makes sense.
What about
I kinda
Trin?
just-
Is she like a early Christmas person?
Yeah. She wants to set it up soon, so I'm sure it'll be Christmas time in the household, so probably.
I have a quick story time before we hop into the pod, which is just kind of how every pod works at this point. Zach, did you do anything for Halloween?
Not a thing.
I was gonna say, did you hand out candy? But you live in an apartment complex, so like no shot there were trick or treaters, right?
Didn't get one knock.
Oh, that's actually kind of cute. Did you give out candy?
No, I said I didn't have one knock.
Oh, I didn't. Oh, damn! I thought you said one knock. I was like,
Yeah.
oh, one knock. That's so
No.
cute. So yesterday was Halloween for us, like 2 days ago for you guys, and I had a bag of candy because for the first time living on my own, I finally like have a door to the outside world. Like my last
Mm-hmm.
place that I lived in was in a condominium, so like there weren't just people trick or treating.
Yeah.
Now there's actual kids that trick or treat. So I bought a bag of candy yesterday for when kids come by, and kids would come by probably every 5-10ish minutes, and in between that, I was just sitting on the couch watching TV, and I would like grab an occasional piece of candy. Now, I've never been drunk, so I've never been hungover. But
You
I'm
got
pretty
sugar?
sure I got as damn close as
You
I've
got
been to
sugar
hungover
crashed?
this morning. Dude, I woke up feeling so gross. Oh my God. I woke up at 4 and I sat up and I was like, there's no way I'm going to the gym today. If I go to the gym, especially since I deadlift today, I'm going to vomit. And I was like,
That's crazy.
you know what? No, we're gonna go. But just please God, don't vomit. So I get to the gym. First 30 minutes of my workout, I was like, I'm gonna spew everywhere. It was the worst. And then
That's
the last
crazy.
90 minutes, I was vibing. It was a great time. I walked out of that gym feeling great. I think honestly, going to the gym was one of the best things I could have done. Took a hot shower after that. Oh, I felt great. But yeah, shout out Ian. He told me I basically got candy drunk last night, which is so true because apparently I was Snapchatting people. I don't remember. I ate so much candy last night, I basically got drunk off of it, which is the most wimpiest shit I've ever heard.
Yeah, you're so lightweight. That's crazy. Only got candied. Only got out candied. That's crazy.
But
W. Fair enough.
What I did come to find out about myself, which sounds a little weird, is chocolate candy is better than like fruity sour candy because the only bag I had was like fruity sour candy stuff, and I feel like when you eat chocolate candy, you're just always pretty satisfied. But with like fruity candy, there's a point where like you get kind of sick of it, and it hurts like your mouth and your tongue and shit. So I think chocolate candy for me, that more savory candy, is better.
Fair
Where are
enough.
you at, Zach?
I love myself a good gummy and fruity candy.
Yeah.
But
I mean,
I do see what you're saying with the whole like, it's because everything is chewy, so you got to think you're chewing constantly like a lot, so your jaw kind of gets tired. But I don't know if it was like I had to choose, I honestly think I would go with like a fruity flavor, to be honest.
I think if it was for like one piece of candy, I'd probably go fruity. But I think if I had to like take a whole box of candy and they're like, you have to eat this, it'd be chocolate for me.
Fair enough. Don't hate that. Opinion.
So Zach found out about this morning. We got a pretty loaded pod for you guys.
Yeah, crazy kid added like a million different segments.
To be fair, I did tell Zach on Monday to be prepped because I knew it was a lot.
No, you told me on Saturday, bro.
That's even worse.
You were ready for it.
So just so you guys have an idea, we usually don't do this, but why not? So if we have an idea, we have weekly awards, our top 5 running backs right now, our midseason awards, our NFL letdowns, our NFL surprises, and then wallet winners, of course. So, you know what? Because I'm ass at this and I'm depressed, let's just start with wallet winners. Okay, Zach, what'd you do last week?
What was it? 4-1? No,
Pretty sure
3-2.
4-1.
No,
it
3-2 with 4
4
points. It was
points,
3-2
that's
with
right.
4 points because I got my lock of the week right with the Bills. Basically the Bills beating the Bucks by not enough. Took Bucks 8.5 there. So W.
And then I went 1-3-1 with 1 point. And Zach has officially started to pull away because Zach is, I think, at 17 points and I'm at 30.
Deserves it. Freaking
Yeah, Zach is kicking my ass record-wise, and he's starting to pull
jerk.
away points-wise. But honestly, all the I texted Zach this on Monday. The spreads this week suck. All of them suck.
They're all 3 points, dude.
Literally. No, that's not a joke. They're all 3 points.
Every single one of them is 3 points.
Even my player prop was originally 3.5, and it moved up to 4.5 today when I was double checking. Like that's just what the NFL is right now, which is kind of nice because it means that there's parity, you know.
Yeah, I don't know. It's something. It's a something for sure. This week's gonna be fun.
So,
but we'll
Zach's
dive right into it.
Since Zach's picks are essentially locks at this point, we're just gonna roll with mine first, so you guys know what not to do. Apparently, but My first spread and my lock of the week, I got Kansas City -2.5 against Miami. It's in a neutral field, but I think in a neutral field, Kansas City's just a better team, and they just have to win by a field goal. Like, they have just better coaching and better quarterbacking, in my opinion, and a better defense, in my opinion. I think that they're going to be able to lock down Miami in this game. I'm not saying, like, Miami's not going to score, like 30 points. By lockdowns, lockdowns and they lose. Second spread, Rams +3 against Green Bay. Green Bay does not look good right now, and they just traded away one of their corners, so they're clearly selling.
Yeah.
And the Rams, I mean, I think that the only reason they're an underdog is because people aren't sure what Matthew Stafford's status is. But I think they haven't ruled him out for this game, so I think he's going to play. And if he does, even though the game is in Lambeau, I think the Rams have a better team as well. So I'll take the Rams there.
Fair enough.
Philly -3 at Dallas. Philly's really just kind of starting to get their stride together. I know they had a rough game last week against Washington, but it's a divisional game. And I think this is going to be a close game as well, but I think they can win by 4 or 5 or a touchdown. I just think Philly's a better team in this case. My player prop is tomorrow for me, yesterday for you guys, so we'll see if it worked out. Deontay Johnson over 4.5 receptions. This motherfucker got targeted 19 times last week, and Kenny is playing this week. You think he's going to get like 8 to 10 receptions in this game? That's just going to happen.
Yeah, I like
and
that.
Then,
I like that a lot.
Seattle's my upset of the week against Baltimore. At +149.
Yeah, I kind of hate that pick. I think Baltimore's going to win that game. But
I don't know. Like, again, all of the spreads kind of sucked ass this week, so my upset of the week was a hard one to pick. So
I get that.
The only reason is because I think Seattle's defense is really good. I think they're very underrated, especially now that they just traded for Leonard Williams. And if he's out there, that's great for them. And they're leading the NFC West right now, so they really need this win. The only thing that's been kind of rough for them this season has been Geno. But I don't think he's going to be great, but I think he's going to do enough to maybe just kind of I think at the end of the day, this is going to come down to the defense, and I think the defense can do enough. Like, we just saw the Ravens struggle against the Cardinals last week.
Yeah.
Like, that was a closer game than it should have been. So I think a better defense and a better offense as well are going to really help out. So,
Fair
all right,
enough.
Zach, let's hear. What's your fucking 5-0 going to be next week?
All right, so you're going to be happy because we shared a couple.
Okay, let's go. No, I don't want that, though, because then that doesn't let me catch up to you.
Yeah, so Rams +3 over the Packers. I like that pick a lot this week. Pretty simple. I think Rams are just a better team. Packers are just inconsistent, I will say.
So
inconsistency there at quarterback play is what the Packers are kind of going through. You said it best. Eagles are showing to be the best team in football right now. I
didn't say that.
-3.
I didn't say they're the best team in football.
Their record shows it. I mean, they're playing lights out. Eagles -3.5 against the Cowboys. Commanders +3.5 over the Patriots. I don't know. This is a weird one. Both teams are kind of in a mid-off. I think the Patriots are just slightly less good, I would say. I don't know. It's weird. Sam Howell's been playing all right, playing decent football. Eric Bieniemy is obviously a great offensive mind, coaching that Commanders team on the offensive coordinator side of things. Patriots have a pretty good defense, but I like Commanders to keep it close in that one. My player prop, a man that's been doing it consistently this season, over 300 passing yards in his last 3 games. A man that got in his new team. I'm going Derek Carr over 244.5 passing yards.
Who do they play?
I don't know who they're playing, to be honest. I didn't even write it down. Let me go check real quick.
It's a rookie quarterback. It's not Minnesota, or not a rookie quarterback. It's not the Cardinals, is it? It actually might be the Cardinals.
Chicago. They're playing the Bears. They're playing the Bears. So this is a weird one. I don't know. The Saints seem to just love scoring points and letting teams score on them. So Derek Carr over 244.5. And then my upset of the week, I'm going the Giants over the Raiders. Raiders just fell apart. They just benched Garoppolo. They just fired their head coach. I don't think they're going to win this week. They might just because of like a revenge sort of thing, but I think the Giants just, in light of having an actual team that's been functioning for 8 weeks that doesn't have a new head coach and new new quarterback play is going to win that game.
Do you know what's
that's my
funny?
wall winners.
I actually think the Raiders are gonna win that game. I
Yeah,
think Aiden O'Connell's gonna throw
It's
for
so
like 300
yeah, it's
yards.
such a like scripted thing for them to win that game, but it's all right. I'm going to take the chance that they don't.
I think
Hopefully
that
the NFL
that is a
proves me
smart-
wrong.
that's a smart upset of the week pick. I think is what that is,
Yeah.
because on paper that should happen, and upsets are always hard to predict. So, I
Yeah,
think, honestly, you have
it's.
a
I
better
mean,
chance
it's
of getting
plus
yours.
18. It is what it is. It's not a crazy upset, but that's my wallet winners.
I also need Aiden O'Connell to ball out because in my other fantasy league, which is 2 quarterback, I had to pick him up because I have Trevor Lawrence on bye this week. So I am currently playing Derek Carr and Aiden O'Connell.
Trevor also hasn't been a very fun fantasy quarterback to be playing.
Yeah, I mean, he's been just
He
mid.
throws interceptions, bro, and that's like -3 points. It's terrible.
Do you have Trevor?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's just like he hasn't. I mean, to be fair to Trevor, it's kind of what we were talking about last week with the start bench cut. Like, they just haven't needed him to do that much because they are able to like just control the time of possession and score with Etienne in the end of the day. So
yeah, fair enough.
okay, well, fingers crossed that I can go 5-0, which means Zach at least goes 2-3.
2-3.
So fingers crossed for Zach going 2-3. Wait, which one's your lock of the week, Zach?
Ooh, I didn't even write it down. Let's figure it out right now. Lock of the week. I'm gonna lock in Rams +3 over the Packers. I'm locking it in. Lock in that Rams +3 over the Packers, baby.
Okay. Damn it. That was actually very smart of you because that means if we get one that's the same, you get double. Damn it.
Trust me, I wasn't thinking like that, but sure.
All right.
Smart play by the man.
Weekly. Shut up. All right. Weekly awards. Oh, wait, Zach, no.
What do we got?
Well, I'll tell you at the end.
Tell me at the end.
I'll tell you at the end.
I know what it is. It's the
Yep,
checkup.
Yes, it is.
It's
We'll
the
do it at the end.
checkup.
We'll do it at the end.
All right. I haven't even seen it. I gotta watch it, bro.
That's why we'll do it at the end. Okay, so Week 8 weekly awards. I'll go first. My winner of Week 8. It's kind of obvious.
Okay, bro. I literally didn't even do the segment. That's crazy. I didn't write it down. I have to figure it out off the spot.
All right, my winner.
I didn't
of the week
read it.
for Week
My
8
bad.
is Will Levis, rookie debut with 4 touchdowns, 3 of them to Devontae Adams. I'm not gonna say the Titans have found their guy yet, but he currently has 4 touchdowns, and Ryan Tannehill has 5 throughout the entire season. So he's clearly balling out, and maybe it's that spark of life that the Titans needed because they were kind of headed towards a very high draft pick and also a rebuild. But hey, maybe this gives them a little bit of hope, and they can maybe push the playoffs. But I just think, as a performance, Will Levis is definitely my winner of the week. And then my loser of the week, Zach, I'm sorry, I'm not going to let you use this one because this one's also very obvious. It's sadly obvious, but Kirk Cousins is my loser of the week, and just kind of the Minnesota Vikings in general. And also just NFL fans, because I said this in our group chat. I feel like the entire NFL community was starting to get over the whole memes about Kirk Cousins and being dorky and the whole doesn't perform in primetime and stuff like that, and people were actually starting to just like him because he's a good dude. And then this happens, and people were also trying to put respect on his name as a quarterback, and then this happens, and that's just really a bummer, especially in the middle of when they were pretty close to getting to 500 and looking like a playoff team. So that was rough.
Yeah. Okay. My winner of the week on the spot, I'm gonna go with Denver snapping a 16-game losing streak to the Kansas City Chiefs. Congratulations to the Denver Broncos. It's a long time without beating the team. I'm sure that feels good. My store manager is a Broncos fan.
Browns-esque streak right there.
Yeah, I know. He's a big Broncos fan, and I texted him when they won saying congrats. Because I'm sure that feels freaking great, especially beating the Chiefs like that when you're not supposed to. And then my loser of the week, I thought this one was funny. I just kind of came up with it on the spot. My loser of the week is anybody that had to watch the first half or basically any of the Giants versus Jets game. 24 or 23 punts, what was it? I I'm sure that sucked. So I'm sorry if you had to sit and watch that, or if you're a Giants or a Jets fan. And yeah, that's my weekly awards that I came up with right now. So
I'm impressed.
pretty good.
Okay, do you have your running backs?
Yes, I have everything else. I'm pretty sure I have everything else.
All right. So let's do top 5 running backs currently. Well, not currently. Yeah, currently. Let's say this. Top 5 running backs performing the best in 2023.
Yeah.
We'll do what we did last time where, Zach, you'll just give me 5 through 1 because I want to hear yours first, and then I'll give you my 5 through 1.
Okay. Wait, give me a second. I might need you to go first.
Oh, God.
I put it in I put it in a different doc.
Okay.
Yeah.
Guess I'm going first.
Sorry.
No, you're good. My number 5, I have Isaiah Pacheco. The number 5 slot is usually not like, I don't know. I feel like the number 5 is like someone that needs to get a little bit of respect on their name. And, yeah, Isaiah Pacheco, honestly, is one of the reasons why Patrick Mahomes isn't putting up phenomenal stats right now, because Isaiah Pacheco is performing at such a high level that they don't need Patrick Mahomes to do that. Isaiah Pacheco is kind of not running this offense, but he's doing enough to where the Chiefs don't have to force anything and don't have to get overly creative to win. They just got to kind of keep it simple and hand him the ball off, and he looks great every time he gets the ball. Number 4, I got Ken Walker. He's been looking great, honestly. It's insane how good he's looked since he's come back from his injury last season. And if he can stay healthy, he has the prowess to finish as a top 5 running back for the next couple of years because he looks really good, especially just in Seattle's system.
Yeah.
Number 3, another young guy. I got Travis Etienne. Again, this dude has 7 touchdowns in 7 touchdowns in 3 weeks or something like that. No, 2 touchdowns, 2 touchdowns, 2 touchdowns, 1 touchdown. Yeah, 7 touchdowns in 4 weeks. And that's insane. And this is very similar to Isaiah Pacheco, where the Jaguars don't have to do too much because Etienne is doing so much for them, where they don't need to force anything. They control the clock. They don't have to force any throws. They don't have to force any plays. Travis Etienne's really just helping this Jaguars team propel to the top of the AFC, in my opinion. Number 2, Raheem Mostert. If this man can stay healthy, he is going to be so much fun to watch. But that is a huge if because he has that history of injury. But as of right now, I think he would finish as like the second best running back in the league because you don't – look at his numbers. Look at his numbers.
It's crazy. It's insane.
So good. Really, so if they didn't have Devon Achane on that team, he would have even more. So, yeah, he's been insane.
And I mean, Achane could have had his mentions on this list if he didn't get hurt too. So.
Oh, yeah. If Achane was healthy, I would have had 2 Dolphins on this list for sure. And then number 1 is obvious. It's Christian McCaffrey. Do I have to explain why? All right, Zach.
No. Okay. I feel like I'm going to get flack for the bottom 2. I found them, by the way. I had to retype them out into my notes.
Who are you going to say if you're going to get flack?
I feel like, I don't know. I feel like the 4th best is going to be a little controversial with the amount of time that he's played, but he's been balling out. So, number 5, I'm going to go
It's going to be Zach Moss, isn't it?
No, number 5 is Zach Moss.
That's fair.
Simple. Balling out, just like you said with Pacheco. Just balling out. Dude's been playing really well. Kind of enough said there. 4, this is where it gets controversial. I wanted to put Pacheco on there. He has been playing really good. But I went with Alvin Kamara kind of last minute.
That's not controversial at all, honestly.
Yeah, he's been balling out,
so
dude.
good.
Like, it's kind of crazy how well he's been playing. So I threw him on the list just because, I think he has been playing better, but he hasn't played, he's played, a couple weeks now. So, and then I'm pretty sure we had the exact same top 3. Travis Etienne at 3. Mostert at 2, and then CMC at 1. So,
okay, cool. So yeah, we pretty much agree. And I'm gonna throw this in just because I want to, and I feel like I should. Alvin Kamara is my honorable mention because he's been great and just hasn't been here the entire season. But so far, he's phenomenal and is an honorable mention.
Been balling out. Yeah, he's been balling. I'm sure there's plenty of names that we missed. I'm sure we could go and look at lists and stuff, but they're out there. But
I feel like there are names, if you said a certain name, you'd be like, oh, yeah, but, those
Eckler, you could think about Eckler, Barkley, maybe.
Yeah, not Eckler, but maybe Barkley, but I don't know. I haven't seen enough of Barkley this year due to his injury and everything.
Yeah, it's not definitely not Bijan, not at all.
Yeah, tell Japes that.
Yeah, poor kid.
Do you want to do mid-season awards?
Yeah.
Okay. NFL mid-season awards. Last year, this is one of our more agreed, like,
A fun one
by everybody.
Yeah.
All right, Zach. I think I'll say the award. I'll say mine, and then you say yours, just like back to back. 'Cause I'm curious.
Okay.
All right. So we'll start with the top MVP. Tua Tagovailoa.
Tua Tagovailoa as well. One for one so far.
No brainer on that one. He's been balling out the season end today. He's the MVP.
Yeah, it is what it is. It's just, you know how the voting works. He'd win. It is what it is.
Oh, God. We might go 2 for 2. Defensive Player of the Year.
This
TJ
is
Watt.
obviously TJ Watts. That's my guy, obviously.
Coach of the Year. Dan Campbell.
Mike McDaniels. I went Mike McDaniels on this one.
No, that's very fair. I think they're two very similar coaches, like, script-wise for this award. Like, they're helping rebuild teams that were mediocre and or terrible in the Lions case. So, and they're both now at the top of their conferences, respectively. Offensive Rookie of the Year. CJ Stroud. Wait, no. I take the back. I didn't say that. Puka Nacua.
Yeah. Puka Nacua is the answer. CJ Stroud deserves his flowers. Been balling out, but Puka's been playing just lights out, man. His amount of receptions and just Since Cup has come back, it's been a little lackluster. He's lackluster on the touchdowns, that's for sure, but his receptions alone is just nutty.
I will say, if Stafford's injury is serious enough, I can see him falling out of this and CJ possibly stepping in and winning that award. But as of right now, it's Puka.
For sure.
Lastly, Defensive Player of the Year. Jalen Carter
as well for Defensive Rookie of the Year.
Oh, I said Defensive Player of the Year. Oops. Yeah. Defensive Rookie of the Year. But I don't know. He just looks different. He looks like he's been in the NFL for 5 years.
Yeah. No, he's just – that Eagles team is just built different. So, yeah, they're unfair. They shouldn't be allowed to be who they are.
Especially now that they have fucking Kevin Byard. Okay. All right, Zach. It's time.
Here we go.
Ring the bell, baby! Why didn't we do anything?
Not a thing.
Not literally. Not a thing was done.
Thing. Yeah, we're packing the bags, dude. Pack the bags.
Baited.
We're
Zach
going to Cuba. Bro, you baited both of us. You got baited, then you baited me. How does that make you feel? How does that make you feel that you baited me?
No, you can't tell me that I baited you because your ass texts so dryly, I thought you didn't give a fuck. I said, turn up, in like all caps you said, I'm up.
No, you said turn me up. I said turn me up.
Yeah, in like all lower caps. So I was like,
no, it was not. Nah, show the receipts. He's capping. He's actually capping.
I can't
wait. I can't wait to show you capping.
Here, hold on.
Because there was definitely emotion. There was.
Just so I don't have to edit, I'm gonna pull it up and show it.
I'm trying to find it too. I don't know where it's at.
Hold on. We
love
text a lot more than I was expecting us to. Oh wait, here we go. He just said, "Turn me up." Come on, focus.
Nah, there was definitely extra.
It
there was
just
like
says,
something.
It says we up. I said we up because I thought we traded for Jalen Johnson, and then you just said, "Turn me up." No emotion, not even an emoji or an exclamation mark.
Nah, surely, right?
No.
I don't even know. I literally can't find it. I deleted
I
deleted the receipts. Well, my bad.
But yeah, we didn't do a thing. We didn't trade for a corner. We didn't trade for a safety. We didn't trade. There were rumors we were going to trade for a fucking wide receiver. Like, why? Okay, at least we tried. I will say that. At least we were apparently the strongest offer the Bears had. But we're so bad, Zach.
Yeah, it sucks, but it is what it is. Pack up the bags. We're going 9-8.
We literally
pack it up. Pack it up. Like it is what it is. There's nothing changing.
Okay.
Why keep talking about something that's like it's just beating a dead horse at this point? There's nothing to talk about. We haven't done anything different.
That's the annoying thing. Is like I would love to talk about this team, but I'm sick of saying the same thing every single week. We need.
They don't make any changes.
And also, like, I don't understand this. Like, oh well, if you fire an offensive coordinator or any type of coach mid-season, all it does is hurt the team. Look at the fucking Raiders. They just did it because they know that there's nowhere but up from here. I talked about this in my recap video at the end of the Steelers game this week, but the organization itself has like an ego, and it's got to fucking ditch that. It's so annoying.
Yeah. And the thing is it's not even like a crazy position like a head coach. Like, it's just your OC. Like, he's sitting in a box the whole time. He's not down on the field. It sounded like he didn't really even have much of an impact on the players, if any, if he would be gone, in my opinion. He's sitting up there in the box, doesn't show a lot of emotion when touchdowns aren't his plays. We've seen that twice now.
I will say, and I'm going to keep saying this because I do want to reiterate this for my sake, is like, I watch all the press conferences, and Matt Canada had a press conference yesterday for me, so the Tuesday. And one of the reporters' phones fell, and he goes, he made a joke. He's like, I didn't touch it. And then he was nice enough to like bend down, pick it up, and hand it back to the reporter. And he goes, but someone will find a way to say that I did. And I'm like, damn it, this dude seems like a really good dude. He's just such a shitty coach that I know Zach does not give a fuck, but I feel really bad for the guy. Like,
it's
the guy,
not,
the guy
it's not that I don't
so
care.
Nice.
It's just like, I don't know. Get better at your job. Do your job better. I don't know. Okay.
Well,
We're
that's
done.
the thing
We're
I'm
done.
at is like the Steelers are actively making the situation worse for him by keeping him employed. Zach, there were people a block from where I used to fucking live shouting fire Matt. I could have woken up to fire Matt Canada chance.
Yeah.
If I was still in Utah. That's not a joke.
That would have been wild. That would have been lit.
Could you imagine 7 a.m. waking
that
up to that?
I would have loved it.
Well, yeah, you wouldn't have woken
It's
up.
a great alarm. That's a great alarm sound.
So,
all right.
Yeah.
Anyways,
I'm just a disappointed Steelers fan.
we all are. We'll get to that. I got a lot
We'll get to the. Oh my God! All right, let's do it. NFL letdowns.
All right.
I think I know who one of Zach's is.
So, I brought 3 letdowns. 2 of them got summed up to 3 words. Number 2 is about a paragraph long, so we'll start with number 1. The first letdown of the NFL season so far, Sean Payton's Broncos. I know they won last week. I gave them their praise, but it's been a major letdown. Russell Wilson still looks like he's not playing the best. Sean Payton was supposed to come in and fix what he called the worst coaching job in NFL history, and he hasn't made it look too much better. So Sean Payton took a big L on that one. They're the letdown number 1. We'll skip over number 2. I'm going to say $275 million for Daniel Jones has been quite a bit of a letdown this season.
Oh, yeah, I didn't think about that. You're so right.
A big letdown there. He is getting sacked, I think, more than anybody in the league, which, I mean, I couldn't really blame him for that. His O-line definitely could be better, but he's looked terrible, and they paid him a lot of freaking money. He was the highest paid quarterback in the league at one point, not too long ago. So let's all remember that. And then number 2, there's quite of a list. So letdown. Steelers at the trade deadline. Next, we're going to go us at our OC position. Us at the O-line. Kenny not in the fourth quarter. The rest of the quarterbacks on the team, y'all are trash. Tomlin's challenge decisions. Why do you do that? Like, some of them are so bad. The lack of George targets is killing me. Deontay's getting his targets, but George needs to get some more. Losing Cameron Hayward like instantly in the season, that wasn't fun. That kind of sucked pretty bad. That was a disappointment. And then the lack of like not being the Steelers' way for like 1 second. That's been a big letdown. So that was my list on the Steelers.
So I said bring 3. Zach brought
17.
300 for the Steelers. But honestly, as 2 Steelers fans, all of which are warranted.
Yeah. I mean, there's nothing on there that was like too crazy of a...
No, literally nothing
complaint.
on there. It all made sense.
Like, it was like everything is just normal. It's just what's happening.
Zach, do you remember the preseason?
Bro, If we could get preseason Kenny back, where's that man? Where'd that man go?
I
Why'd they
need
lock him up?
preseason Canada, man, because at least the play calls were there.
No, I doubt Canada was calling the plays in preseason. Do you think he was? Did he? Was that confirmed? Because during the preseason, a lot of like quarterbacks and stuff were calling plays and I don't know.
Oh my God!
But
could you imagine OC Kenny?
I do. It's fourth quarter, Kenny. It's my guy.
It's actually very true. We've seen it many times. Okay. My NFL letdowns. Number one, Carolina Panthers. We knew you were going to be bad, but this bad?
1-6 now, off a weird win that definitely shouldn't have happened. But
you guys traded everything to get Bryce Young, and y'all look shit. And you need to have a draft pick next year.
Y'all could have had Stroud. Y'all went with Young. I think Bryce Young will pan out, but it's not looking the best.
Speaking of the Panthers trade, though, number 2 letdown, Chicago Bears. Y'all rehashed everything. I honestly thought you guys were the winners of the offseason with all the moves you guys made.
You loved
the first
Bears.
Overall pick, signing a bunch of players to your defense, even just now trading for Montez. Like these are good moves. You guys are so bad. You're better with your basically Bilbo Baggins at quarterback than fucking Justin Fields somehow.
Yeah.
And then my last one, Zach kind of touched on it already. Not kind of, he did. Sean Payton's Broncos. His debut has been ass. Your first win came against the fucking Kansas City Chiefs. Kind of impressive, low key, but still ass. Also not their first win, but their first big win.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's our letdowns.
2 surprises, right?
2. Yeah, I don't know why you went with 3 and 2. It was wild. I thought it was a mistake, but I was going to go with 2 just to be sure.
Yeah, we got 2. All right. Now let's switch up the tone to NFL surprises. Zach, give me one. I'll give you one. Give me one. I'll give you one.
My first surprise is the Chargers' lack of success this season. I thought they were going to come out of the gate swinging, being hot, and they haven't looked like that. That's a big surprise to me.
Did you hear that?
No. I think it was Jiffy's heart melting, though.
That's exactly what it was, yep. Exactly what it was. My first letdown. First letdown. It's been a long day. My first surprise of the NFL season is Josh Dobbs, newly Minnesota Viking Josh Dobbs. But
I didn't even know that happened.
Wait,
who's the Arizona quarterback then? Kyler now again? Is it Kyler?
Oh, no,
again?
it's Clayton Tune.
Huh?
It's a
Who?
No, Tune, not who.
Tune.
But no, Josh Dobbs, man, for someone who was signed essentially like right before the regular season started and someone that everyone was expecting to just crash and burn with the Cardinals. It seemed like the Cardinals signed him to help them tank. He showed out and he did a great job. He looks like better than probably 10 starting quarterbacks in the NFL right now. He probably looks like a top 20 quarterback, and now it's going to be really interesting to see what he can do in Minnesota and see if he can propel them further. He was a guy that looked like he was a washed backup that was going to be out of the league in a couple of years, but he's showing that he has the intelligence to do it. That's what happens when you're a literal rocket scientist.
You got some W weapons now, Dobbs. You got one of the best receivers in the league. You got one of the best tight ends in the league. One of the best young receivers in the league. So hopefully that pans out for him.
And as next Steeler, I'm rooting for you.
Yeah. No hair Dobbs. We got no hair Dobbs. All right. My next surprise, C.J. Stroud's performance this season. Who would have thunk an Ohio State quarterback could do it? But he did it. So shout out C.J. Stroud.
Yeah, it is insane that he in one season has been the best Ohio State quarterback when Justin Fields has been in the league for 3 years.
Yeah, it's crazy.
So shout out to the Texans though, man. Like they look so good right now.
They were smart. I mean,
maybe not good. They look fun.
Yeah. The game between what was it, the Texans and the Panthers, was the first time in NFL history the first, second, and third overall picks played in one game.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, because Will Anderson was 3. Also, a great trade for the Texans because Will Anderson's been balling out too.
Yeah, so it's a W move. What a W move by the Texans. Just go out, get the guy, get your quarterback, and go get your one of the best edge threats in the league.
And then lastly, my last surprise is someone that low-key pisses me off that he's been so good because I want him to be bad for someone on my fantasy team. This is a signing that to me didn't make any sense at the time. He's proven everyone wrong, though. David Montgomery on the Lions has been fucking good. It's insane. Like, why draft Jahmyr Gibbs? I mean, I don't think that they knew he was going to be this good, but he's been so good. He's been phenomenal. If he was healthy, he'd be probably in my top 5 running back list right now. Yeah. But he's been so good.
I mean, he probably could definitely make that list. He was balling out. He was playing very well. But yeah, I like it.
NFL surprises, letdowns,
ball winners, running backs, awards. Wow. We're done.
Do you ever?
We did it in 40 minutes. I know. You'll see. I've been sipping on water this episode.
Oh yeah, usually I have a glass of water with me, but the last couple episodes, I just like come home, take off my pants, change my shirt, turn on the camera, start rolling.
Why can't you just keep your pants on?
Because no, Zach. Look at these thighs. Oh, also, my cut starts today, and it's gonna be rough,
ready?
Zach.
Yeah, no, doesn't sound like you're ready.
Well, like I like cut. Okay, this is an unpopular opinion, but I like the feeling of being hungry and skinny more than the feeling of feeling like bloated. You know, I think feeling hungry is way better because you're just like you actually want something. When you're bloated and full from eating, like you just don't want to move. You don't want to do anything. And that's what like I felt like for about 65-70% of my bulk.
Yeah.
And I will say it worked because my metabolism was like constant. Like it sped up so much. Like I am always hungry. Even when I was eating a lot, I was always hungry, which is a good sign because I was eating like healthy, dense foods. And so now that I'm cutting, literally first day, but it'll be worth it when I can finally take my shirt off in public.
Yeah, especially out there in that Cali weather, baby.
Oh, but dude, everyone here is so jacked, actually.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure.
I don't want to take my shirt off anymore.
When you gotta look good, because you're like, yeah, I'd look better, but hey, hoodies are in style here because it's cold, so I gotta hide all of that. So
it's all fun and games. So Zach takes off his hoodie and he has a 6-pack.
Nah, that is probably not in the cards ever for my body type. So
Zach, if you ever got a 6-pack, I would buy you season tickets to the Steelers for one season.
Bro, I genuinely like. I don't know the amount of work it would. I doubt that it's possible.
Season tickets?
I mean, hey, I'd love season tickets, but for what? I'd be able to afford plane tickets to go to one game. I got
yeah, you figure out the logistics on your own. Yeah. I'm just getting you season tickets.
Yeah, you're getting me tickets to like 1 or 2 games, and I'm selling the rest.
Okay, how about this? If you can get a 6-pack, I'll pay for the games that we go to next year.
W. It's yeah, sure. Go ahead, shake on it, dude. It's not happening. Feel confident in yourself that it's not happening. Unless
I want you to have a 6-pack. I want a Zach pack.
A Zach pack would be great, but I don't see it in the cards, man. Cards aren't there. But I appreciate the love and I appreciate the.
I'm gonna load your deck.
Hope.
I'm about to give you those cards.
Yeah, if the cards and something miraculously changed in my life, I don't know, but we'll see.
All right, well hey. I'm gonna go eat, and I have
40
2
minutes.
auditions I gotta go do. So
2.
Yeah.
Well, have fun. Make the movies. Break a leg, as they would say.
Thanks, Zach. I'll see you next week, Zach, and I'll see you boys next week as well. And make sure to check out TikTok and Instagram and YouTube, and also wherever you can find your Apple or your podcasting platform of your choice.
And shout out Bill Barr.
Nope.
Use code.
No.
Yeah.